Hello everyone! So today I wanted to do an art journal flip through of my Roots art journal. This is the journal that I kept when I was taking Crystal Norton's e-course Roots. She's no longer running the course, but it was really awesome and I do highly recommend her blog and her YouTube channel. She has a bunch of other stuff that she still has going and new stuff coming out on her blog all the time, so definitely check her out. So I did this course in 2015 and it's basically all about the expression part of art journaling. Like for me personally, I am not one who cares that much about perfecting art techniques or learning new techniques or anything. I don't really care about getting better at drawing or painting. That's not something that's valuable in my life. It's not something that I really care about in my own personal art journaling thing that I do. I do very much care about the self-expression aspect of art journaling though. And this course was all about how to, learn the tools to be able to do that without criticizing yourself or, dealing with the inner critic, or tools for journaling, tools for expressing yourself and getting in touch with who you are to be able to do that transformative art journaling experience. And it was really awesome. I really loved it. And this journal flip through is not going to be anything where it's like, that's a really awesome piece of art or anything like that. It's very raw and it's very just fun and playful and messy, and there's a lot of writing, just a lot of gluing things down and scribbling and stuff like that. So it's not something that may be that interesting, but I wanted to share it because I love this journal and it's all bulky and bursting full of creativity, and I just really love it. And I think I wanted to show another way that art journaling can look. You see that online art journaling tends to have a certain look, but I wanted to show that it doesn't have to be so polished and pretty if that's not your thing. So yeah, let's just get into it. So what I really liked about this course is that we had these nice rules like nothing shall be perfect, there is no wrong. The one that I really liked, that I got a lot out of this course from, is finishing a page is not my daily goal. Like I used to try to sit down and do a background and the focal point and the writing all in one sitting, and it was very stressful. And so I learned throughout this course that you do a little bit here, you do a little bit here, depending on whatever you feel like doing that day, and you build the page up slowly and you finish it over maybe multiple days, and that relieves a lot of stress and it's actually really fun. So I really like that. Also, I shall keep the space with self-compassion. So there were 7 weeks in the course. This was day 1. I printed out the video transcripts a lot. You'll see a lot of those in here. This is my Why Art Journal poster. And let's see, a lot of this is just messing around, playing. It looks like a 5-year-old did it, but that's totally fine. This is my art journaling area. A lot of writing. Here's my updated one, my art journaling poster. At the end of each week, she had these prompts, these questions that we could write about, and so I did that at the end of each week. And this is actually a composition notebook, and she had us use a composition notebook just because it's cheap and it's not something that you're going to be afraid to mess up. And I really liked that. It made it easier to just play around and mess it up and just have fun. And I really like how bulky the pages got and wrinkly, and I just love that. I really love this page. My inner child does exist. I thought for a while that like, oh, I've always been so perfectionistic and everything, so I found all these old photos of me playing, and I stuck them in here, and I really like that. Oh, I like this. Create a joy list, and I listed all the things that I liked. It's just a nice, happy, bright page. Week 3 was all about dealing with the inner critic, which what I really took away from this was responding to it with truth rather than just, oh, I'm amazing or something, or, you know, you respond to the critic with truth and then you're more realistic about it, and it really, really helps. I like this. This was a quote, like, you know, something that she said in one of the videos, and I just made a whole page about it. You are not your insecurity, you are not your fear, you are not your inner critic. This was the ugly page that we had to make, like purposefully make it ugly, and it was a lot of fun. Some layering tips and everything. I really love this page. I was kind of just like, what if I made flowers out of washi tape? And so I tried it out, and I ended up absolutely loving this page. This was all about just going out and discovering inspiration that was not like from the computer, you know, on the internet, and I really like that. I got more comfortable with just playing. I didn't feel like I had to finish a page. I just made a background, and that's totally fine. I really like these two pages. Scribbling, song lyrics. I really like this spread. And that is the last page. So I also did this scrapbook paper here and here, Roots 2015, I like the tree. But yeah, that was my Roots journal. I hope this maybe inspired you a little bit, like to see that it doesn't have to be so perfect. It can just be raw, and you can just express yourself without any judgment. You know, it's not, you know, art journaling doesn't have to be something where you make something to show others. You know, I mean, you can if you want to, that's totally fine. But it can be just this personal self-expression thing where it's raw and messy and you just play around, and that's totally fine too. And that's what I really got out of the course, and I really loved it. So thank you so much for watching. Bye!